Data is the DNA of any business. At National List Services, we focus on one ideal. We offer marketing solutions that fit. We're not interested in selling you data. We're interested in selling you the primary solution to the problem you have today. As a data broker and aggregator, we have access to the top data sets and know where everyone is getting their data from. We identify your demand, the needs of what your customers are, where people are in life, what stages they find themselves in, and their backgrounds that most fit your necessity level. National List Services looks for a long-term solution to what your data needs are, and more importantly, we will educate you on the industry, what to ask other data sources, what to look for, and what to say. Our job is ethics-oriented and getting you what you need right now when it comes to data. Book a call with us today at nationallistservices.com.
Welcome to National List Services. Audrey here. I'm your data gal. The data don't lie. That is the theme of this show. How to get the right data, because no matter how you execute it, it doesn't make sense or work if you don't have the right data. So we are focusing today on how to help realtors reaching certain groups they want, certain audiences they want to reach out to. Each week we're going to cover something different. So this week we are going to cover real estate investors, people who are known to own numerous homes and properties. So I want to share with you how you can find this on National List Services all by yourself. The whole premise of this show on Data Don't Lie is how you can do it yourself. Get that power of your marketing back in your hands, get your own list and execute on it. So what we're going to do is show how simple it can be. I'm going to share my window here. I hope y'all are doing great. It is a good Thursday, start of a new month, and we're already almost done with the week. It kind of goes by quick. So what we're going to use today is the National Real Property List. This is a list of properties with consumer information as an asset to it for the owner of who has it, but you can pick what you're looking for based on property details. So here we're going to click in to National Real Property List. And I'm first, what's nice about this on my instructional videos, I'll tag that later. Every tile on that homepage, every file of data starts the same way with top tab navigation. And the first tab is always geography. So I'm going to pick my geography. Today I'm going to pick my local area, but I'm going to pick a CBSA. And I should have looked up the more technical term for CBSA, but basically this is the area that the news station covers. It is your, I will look it up in just a moment and have that for you. But I'm going to do my local area, meaning it would cover the metro. When you say metro area, this is what you would mean. For us, it is Omaha. It's our metro area. So let me look up real quick. CBSA definition. Here we go. Poor-based statistical area. So this is at least 10,000 plus people, and it's usually based on counties. So this is easy to select. It's going to cover a few specific counties, and it's usually for metro areas. So you can cover the whole area without having to go pick every single zip code. Because I know for Bellevue alone, for our area, there's like 3 to 5 zip codes, and Omaha has a lot. I'm not looking to do that right now. I just want to cover the core area. So core-based statistical area. So I'm going to pick records only zip +4 because I want to do a mailing on this. I'm going to save this. So the next select that I want to feature today is under demographics. So I'm going to pick all selections real quick to show you how broad this is. Maybe there are specific attributes of a home you're looking for that you are invested in selling, or that's a quality to you that you love to feature. Maybe that's how you're trying to entice people to sell their home. But this shows all the information available on this file. So you can come back, delinquent tax year, delinquent tax filing. That's of interest to people who like to flip houses. Is there a house in jeopardy that you could go save? Yes, you can find those. Distressed indicators, another flag that says, hey, this house is probably something people are willing to give up at this point in time. See if you can buy it out from under them. If that's your tactic when you go to flip houses. I don't know. I don't know any flippers. I'd love to get one as a guest on my show. So here I'm going to scroll down. It would be under demographic, but the term we're looking for is real estate investor. Here we go. And let me look here, see if this pops up. What is it? It's not going to pop up unless I share my whole screen. Let me get myself situated here so I could share my whole screen. Thank you for your patience. Let me come here and stop sharing and share the whole screen because I want you able to see the what is it. So let me stop. Share again. No, not a video file. Let's share my whole screen. And we're going to do the whole screen. So let me share. It's going to be a big view. Here we go. So on any of the features, I know this is tiny and hard to see right at this moment, but what I want to show is on any of these, like real estate investor property counts, what is it? Where my mouse is, what is it? This is what I want to share, but I can't share if I don't have my whole screen. I'll pull it over here. This says it indicates the number of residential properties owned by a real estate investor. So if somebody has numerous properties, you're going to get their name on this file. Now, you're not going to get their name one per property. You're going to get their name once. So that can be a concern. I want to alleviate that. We're going to click on here, real estate investor. And I am going to go back to sharing just my window so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. When it's the whole screen, it makes it way too big. There we go. Hopefully this is a little more detail. There we go. That's really clear. I zoomed way in. So here, real estate investor. Clicked on it. And what it's going to pull up over here is letting me pick the number of properties. So what's interesting, I'm going to start with one and hit, let's do 1 to 1. I'm not sure if it'll let me. Nope, it won't even let me. Did it? So it's going to show how many properties we have listed total. Let me do 1 to 2. This means anybody who owns one home or two homes. It's going to keep going up and up and up because it started with the 1. So if I take this out, what I want to show is this. If you do two, let's say 4 properties, people who invest in buying homes and manage them and rent them out usually don't stop at 2. Sometimes they don't stop at 4. So here, if we look, we got 4,269. So I'm going to go in and change it one more time to a ridiculous number. Well, it's not ridiculous. It's really not. There are people who own numerous homes in one metro area, especially if they have rental properties. I have a friend and her father managed properties and he bought up different houses. When he passed away, his gift to his children was numerous houses they inherited so they could have this investment he started and continue on and have their financial future invested. Now, of course, as things go, usually when somebody hands you something, you may not value it so much. So she kept one house for herself, sold a few, and she took care of herself financially for a while, but she did not continue the investment, as happens with most businesses or properties passed on to children. So it was loving of her father, but he had, I would say, way more than 8 houses because he had 3 daughters and they each got numerous homes. So on this 2 to 8, we have 4,776 individuals in the metro area that I would want to reach out and say, hey, are you interested in this property? It'd be great to start your connections with one of these owners to see what are they interested in, what are they looking for. So if you have an offering, you have a listing that would be ideal for them. Hey, I wanted to reach out to you. I thought of you. I have this listing. Wanted to see if this might be something you want to get ahead of time before I put it out on the market. Definitely somebody you want to have in your pocket are real estate investors. So this would get you a list, and on this list would come their name and their address. They also, you may get, let's look and see, should have looked ahead of time. You may also get the listing, I believe, of where they currently live. So if you wanted to send a postcard to them or an introduction letter, you would have their site address. But let's look and see. So we're going to presume I've got everything I want on this list. I've got my real estate investors. That's what I care about. I'm going to actually place order. I'm going to pretend to order so we can see exactly what's on this list. So if I want to mail more than once to these people, which doing print and mail, I'm going to advise you, one-time mailer isn't going to do much for you. Unless you're hosting an event or an open house, a one-time mailer isn't going to cut it. You're going to want to do 2 times or multiple times. I encourage multiple. That means you can do 3 or more mailings to that list. And if you're really serious about reaching out to these people and connecting, you're going to need to get their attention more than 3 times. So I would do multi-use. I'm going to continue with this order, and let's see what we get on here. I'm going to do special layout. This will tell me my layout and what I get. So it's always a great way to pretend to order on the site, and you'll see what you get. That way you know, and you can add or take away what you don't need or what you do need. So you're going to get their prefix, their name, their mailing address. Perfect. You're getting the address they live at currently. You're going to reach that owner. So when you get your list and it lists Oregon as their address, don't doubt it. Maybe they're retired, have bought up properties in my metro area, and were active in the community. They still own those properties, but they've retired and moved on somewhere else, maintaining it from afar. Don't be surprised. That can happen. That's the world we live in when it comes to buying realty. You get their city, state, obviously their address, and probably 5 characters. You're going to get how many homes they own. So you're not going to get the actual addresses of what they own, but you'll get the properties. That way, it prompts you to reach out. What are most of your properties like? Do you like split level, multifamily? Do you like single family? Where have you invested at in the area? What's your point of location? Because sometimes location matters. Sometimes people invest all over the city. Sometimes they stick to one area where they have most of their homes. It really depends, but you don't know if you don't call and reach out. So you could add a phone to this. If you have a SANS number, we can go over that. That's a whole nother section on its own. I'm going to stop my screen share right now. But that's a whole nother show. Permissions to do phone calls, how we can append wireless, because you and I all know landlines don't get answered, but wireless definitely does. Are you live on Instagram or just making a video? Joel's joining us, a little crash on the party. But I just want to make sure you know for your industry what is available, how to use it, and where you can get it. Let me help you. I am going to put in the chat as we wrap up where you can go to get the free video instruction at our video learning center. So, and again, whenever I put this in here, I let you all know, don't binge watch. Find the file you're interested in. If it's real property like we covered today, if it is new movers, if it is consumer, watch that video. Do not watch them all. It's an Audrey overload. You don't need that much Audrey in your life. Too many videos. Focus on what you need so you don't get confused. You want to make sure you know what you're getting. And here is my email where you can say you build your list and you're like, I want to make sure it's exactly what I want. I'm trying to get this desired outcome. Will this list do it? Send it to me. Let me know. I can check it for you. Or our support team, which is also support@firstdirectmarketing.com. We're always happy to help and excited to see you use the system to its advantage, to your advantage, so you can execute on it and reach out and grow your business. I hope this has been insightful. It's our debut of Data Don't Lie. I need to wear high heels next time so you can see my shirt. Data Don't Lie. Get the right data, you'll get the best results. Have a great rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you here next week. We are going to cover new movers and how that can be an asset to you in the realty industry. So join us here again next week and have a great rest of your day.